Hope I ain't lost the horse. I'm gonna be upset if I have. Because I'm gonna be very upset because that is like the only horse that I like. All right, Arthur, where are you at? Yes, she lives. It worked. All right, now how many of them dinosaur bones? Alright. Actually, it's a he, but I messed up, so whatever. Dude, that would have made me very, very upset had I lost that horse. Because this horse is quite literally the only horse that I've ever played on this map, and it's honestly the only horse that I feel comfortable riding with either, because all the other horses, they're small, and I don't really like the white that you can get with this horse. I don't like the brown. For Arthur and his personality and everything, the black horse looks the best. And plus, it goes with the outfit, too, so there's that, too. I just kind of kamikazed off the side of that mountain earlier, just wee. If I can't have her, no one can. Yeehaw! This honestly reminds me of some of that stuff that you see Arthur and I think it's Rains Fall. I think this is the trail that they take. Or close to it, at least. But I'll tell you now, and I mean this, alright? If you are an artist, and this is kind of going back to the last stream, for those of you who are watching the stream, I kind of yeeted my horse off the side of a mountain by accident, so I had to restart. And anyway, if you're threatened by a computer, your stuff ain't as good as you think it is, because you're not taking pride in it either. There becomes a point where you have to take pride in your art too. And if you fail to do that, that's nobody's fault but your own, in my opinion. Alright, horse. I think I'm going to have to try and get up there myself, so wish me luck. It's going to be a pain in my rear end, and I can already see it. Ah! Yep, I was right. Pain in my rear end. Oh, here we go. I can get up here this way. Physics aren't physicking, I think, with Arthur right now. Why the flip did it get on the top of a freaking rock? I think they're just trying to piss people off. Arthur, you oh dear God, Arthur, please don't fall all the way down the mountain. Why are you falling so bad, you drunkard? I swear to everything holy, if I fall one more time. I literally can't get up here. Like, there's no physical way to get up here. Unless I'm supposed to go up this way. Come on, Arthur. Maybe I'm just supposed to go around the rock several different times. Nope, that just leads to a drop-off. But for some reason, that was the way you're supposed to go. Yep, I hate this game. If they ever put a dinosaur bone up here again, I will personally end them myself. Well, we're at 12. We still need 30, so we're doing good, I guess. To the horse we go, Arthur! Oh, come on, Arthur. You can slide down this. There you go. It's okay. You're fine. Just keep barrel rolling. You'll survive. Told you. But yeah, AI is not as bad as people think it is. It is, like, I'll even be the first one to say I've kind of, you know, messed around a little bit, tinkered with it, whatever. I've kind of messed around with AI images before. Matter of fact, to make my new profile picture so you guys can tell me that you don't want it. And, you know, other images that I've came up with before. You know, I've done things like that with it before. But I don't dare try and sell that art. And that's kind of where I agreed with the guy on. But see, his thing was, since it was AI art, he had no right to sell it. And I'm over here thinking, so if you draw it, you see no reason that you can't sell it. But if it's AI generated, magically it makes it ineligible for selling. And it's like, you know, how hypocritical are you? You know, it's art. Put it on DeviantArt. You don't have to worry about it. People can look at it, and if they want to buy it, they can buy it off of you. You know, there are platforms you can use to give people the ability to see your art and decide whether or not they want to see it or keep it, and you can make money off of it, rather than making people have to pay for it completely. But no, this guy was like, you know, your AI art, you shouldn't be putting it behind a paywall. Where's that at? I ain't going all the way up there, dude. Well, at least he didn't say that my horse wasn't fast or whatever. But hello, Zero. But my thing was, and the thing I guess that really pissed me off, was this guy was trying to say that, you know, if you hand draw your art, then you have a right to put it behind a paywall. And I'm like, no. If an AI artist can't put their stuff behind a paywall, then a hand-drawn artist shouldn't be able to put their stuff behind a paywall. You know? I don't care if you've hand-drawn it or if you took 5 minutes to type it in a computer. If you're going to be that way, then, you know, whatever. But if I see artists out there I'm sorry, but if I see artists you know, selling their stuff, I don't care, you know, if it's hand-drawn or not. It's not fair to put it behind a paywall. But if I see a hand-drawn artist doing the same thing, all right. No, this is Red Dead Redemption 2. I yeeted my horse off a cliff, so we're not going to talk about it. It didn't go well, we'll put it that way. Oh wow, this one's like right by the fort. Why did he take us? Oh, never mind. Alright, right by the fort, right underneath the station, I believe. Yep. Now, I believe the army is actually kind of after us. That's why it's in red. Because if you go there, they'll shoot you. Which, that's just the army. They'll shoot anybody they can. But anyway, especially during this time. They freaking murderers during this time. The army has really gotten to where now they don't shoot people unless they absolutely have to. But during this time, oh, the army was crooked as hell. Like, this is a point in history that I absolutely despise in American history, because I love the Army, I love the Navy, I love, you know, I love the Air Force, you know, the Marines, all those guys, they work their butts off to get there, especially the Marines. But the Army I absolutely hate, not only because the fact that they allowed a tank to be named after a murderer and a man who let his soldiers willingly let his soldiers rape and murder and steal, which his orders were to. And the one that I'm talking about is General Sherman of the Union Army. And for those of you who are wondering, during the Civil War, General Sherman's orders were to go to the South. Oh shit. Hold that thought. Easy, boy. But he was allowed to go through the South. His orders were to go through the South, plunder, which was, you know, take all the supplies and everything, and burn the fields. A strategy, okay? That was the strategy. Kill the South's supplies so that we could not defend ourselves very well, right? All right? That I agreed with because it was a sound strategy. You know, if I were on the South side and if we had enough men, we could have done something like that. I would have done the same thing to the Union. Or same thing if I was a Union soldier. That's what I would have wanted to do, right? But instead of just doing that, Sherman allowed his men to go, and they raped the women, they killed, and he did nothing. He stood there and watched. Of course, according to an Italian that's never lived in America, which, of course, they're going to try and make Sherman sound like the good guy here. This freaking Italian bitch that's never been here. He shot them in afterwards. Okay, he shot them in afterwards and he killed them afterwards. Why the fuck did he stand there and let them do it in the first place instead of stopping them? The man was as evil as his damn soldiers. You're no good as your commanding officer. And obviously their commanding officer was a murderer. There's no excuse for that. There's no excuse that you can make for that. Not when you sit there and you watch these people do this. That is what will always boggle my mind. From what I understand, Churchill was either a drunkard or he was, I can't remember, he was something, I know that. Is there a way to get up that hill? I think I have to go back up and do it that way. Hold on. He was something, I know that. I remember us talking about it actually in Bible study about him being something. Yep, there it is. Oh, come on, Arthur, you were right there. Oh, now you're going to slide down farther, you dumbass. I swear to God, if this man keeps sliding, I'm going to slit his throat. I'm going to commit die. Arthur, you sound out of breath, bud. What happened? We're almost halfway there, guys. And I'm actually almost halfway through the video, too, coincidentally. The next one is on a ridge up here somewhere. What we're doing right now is we're collecting information on where these dinosaur bones are. And we're going to send them to this lady, and she promised to pay us when she got them all or whatever. So I'm just trying to do all these like side missions that I've never done. And this one and the murderer are the two that I never did. So I'm trying to do them. Holy, your Jesus horse, are you bad at directions? Gee, my horse tried to commit suicide over here. Hold on. I gotta find out where this is at on the map. Alright, I'm in the right spot. It's on a cliff, though. I gotta find the cliff it's on. Hello. It's up here somewhere, I know it is. I severely doubt it's going to be up there, though. I hope not, at least. Try and mature a little bit, then you can show back up. How about that? I actually have to figure out where this is at.
On the edge of a cliff. Be careful to take your horse up there because space isn't exactly...
No, I get the feeling they're just, they're old people. But they decide that's what they want to do with their sad, miserable lives, so... Hello, how are you? Okay, he said it's on the edge of a cliff. Quite literally, that's what he said. I'm on the edge of a cliff! Oh, I'm too far on the edge of a cliff. That's why. Dude, I swear. Wait, is it down here, maybe? No. Oh, great. Did I just get myself stuck? Dude! What? Hold on. Did y'all just get that? Permanent ban will ensure if live video does not end. Alright guys, I gotta leave. I guess I'll be back. Maybe. Hold on a second. Really? I'm gonna end and I'm gonna go play some Minecraft. Wait, hold on. Notifications! Man, you actually have me going! Dude, notifications, you're diabolical, bro. But I'm getting quite pissed off at this right now. Bro, my heart's racing because I thought this was for real. Dude, I thought YouTube was about to shut me down for something I didn't even know I did wrong. Oh. Dude, where is this cliff at that I have to get to? But anyway, I do want to go play some more Thunder, so I am going to save this here. I hope everybody has a lovely day. Remember, you mess with the wolf, you get the fangs. Y'all have a good one.